You ever have one of those days where you're all caught up and you got nothing to do and the weather's fantastic? Yeah, me neither. But today we decided that we're going to take advantage of this great weather in November, and we're going to go for a Jeep ride. So we're going to get headed out in a minute. Why don't you come with us? When we got it, you couldn't even drive it. Only 3 of the 4 rear trailing arms were connected, and it wouldn't run without backfiring, skipping, sputtering, all that good stuff. So we ended up having to have a lot of work done to it, and some of that work included frame repair, because the frame had the typical Jeep TJ rot that you find for a vehicle of this age, which is a 1998 Jeep TJ. We took the Jeep to our friend Adam, who did a lot of the work. He did a lot of frame work, patched a lot of holes. We did some new rear sections on the frame. We did a rear cross member. We did a new skid plate. We did a new fuel pump. We did new rear trailing arms, transmission mount. We did frame rail, midsection frame rails. This year we ended up doing front control arms. We also did sway bars front and rear, and we put new shocks on. We've done all kinds of work that brought the Jeep to where it is today. So we made a quick stop. We're overlooking Bear Swamp, which is right down there below us. I'm sorry for all the wind noise. It's super windy up here on the high tension lines. I'm going to turn around. You probably won't be able to hear me at all. Looks like we got a storm rolling in this way. All right, we're walking down to this lookout. Well, that's because you don't have them in four-wheel drive mode.
I didn't know that we were going to do this piece, or I would have worn different shoes. No, not at all. I'm not upset. I mean, I'm getting older. I don't want to break a hip. That's the second time I've done that. Don't make me laugh, I'll pee. Oh, is that recording?
Of course it is.
Get that off of there.
I'll block everything out except that one
Yeah,
spot.
of course. That's
There'll be music of
I'm
us.
in.
There'll be music. There'll be us walking, and then it'll be.
Don't make me laugh,
Yeah,
I
follow
gotta
me
pee.
Hey, I gotta get ratings. You know, there's only like 4 people watching.
Oh, stop it. We gotta get you 5 more views.
No, you're almost there.
I know.
I
so
know,
Close.
so close.
So close. There's actually 100 people that want to watch me. Yeah, right.
Oh, that's
Down farther.
Wasn't that supposed to be like
yeah, but it's fun.
This is it? Mechanically, it's pretty sound. It doesn't burn any oil. It's got 180,000 miles on the clock. This year we did a heater core flush. We did new radiator hoses. We did a new thermostat. We've changed all the coolant, obviously. One of the better improvements that we made this year was a transfer case shift cable. We purchased one from a company called Steinjager, and that just makes a world of difference on shifting this Jeep to 4-wheel drive and 4-low. Does it pretty easily. Interior wise, the Jeep had all new floors in it when we got it, so that part was good. We did a new bed rug floor liner in the front. The back is still steel. We did seat covers. We had to put a new top on it because the top that we got with it was in pretty rough shape. Also added, not really a rock slider, but we did make a plate that protects the lower tub in case we go over a log or whatever. So that's out of 10 gauge. It's out of 10 gauge steel, and it's riveted to the tub, and that just offers a little protection. I'm not even going to use the word slider, but it's just there to help protect the side of the Jeep if we get into something. That's what we do.
Took the spacers out on the wheels.
Oh yeah, I think they were 2-inch wheel spacers, and I'm not a big fan of wheel spacers, and I didn't like the way it looked, so we took them off. And the tires that are on it don't rub currently anywhere, so it wasn't like they were needed. And we also modified the rear fenders. The fenders that are on there, that were on there, were painted the same color as the tub, and they were kind of big. And we've got steel fenders on the front and those big fenders on the back, and they just kind of looked a little wonky. So I cut those back a little bit and painted them black. So it kind of looks, I think it looks a little bit better now than it did. The Jeep has LED headlights. The LED headlights were with the Jeep when we bought it. However, they weren't wired up. The guy that we got the Jeep from wasn't sure how to wire them up. So one of our first projects was to get the headlights working, and it also needed a marker light on the front, so we put an LED marker light on the front, which is nothing more than one of those small 1/2-inch round LED amber marker lights. The Jeep had a winch style bumper on it when we bought it on the front, and that's really not my thing. I like to keep stuff simple. So I found a gentleman that had a stock bumper, and his son was looking for a winch bumper for his Jeep. So we traded, and then he gave me $75. So I got a bumper plus $75, and I gave away the winch bumper, which some might say was a stupid move, but I prefer the look of the stock bumper. And we're going to put a winch on the stock bumper, so I just think it's a cleaner look for this style in your Jeep. And let's face it, I'm not a young guy, so I don't need anything fancy.
We also run this with the soft top.
So when we got the Jeep, like I said, we put a new soft top on it, but we went a whole summer with a Bimini top because all the tops that we were trying to purchase were back ordered. So we went the whole summer 2020 with a little Bimini or bikini top or whatever, however you want to call it. I know there's different names for them, but and that actually worked out good. And with the half doors, you put the upper half doors on with the bikini top on, it's actually really not bad. So, but we ended up getting a new soft top. We reused the original frame, and we put a new Quadratec soft top on it, and it's got tinted rear wheels or tinted rear windows, and it's been a pretty decent top. It doesn't leak, so that's been, and it was affordable, so that's been good. What else did we do?
Stereo system.
Oh yes, probably the single best improvement we made this year was the stereo. So it had this old clunky, it wasn't a factory, but it was an old clunky aftermarket stereo. It wasn't very user intuitive, and this had two speakers in the dash that were both blown, and the Jeep came with a sound bar. This sound bar right here And so we took it down to Automan Sam's, and he put a new Alpine, I think it's an Alpine. Yeah, put a new Alpine stereo in with a sub, and now we have four speakers, and it sounds fantastic. So that makes these little outings a little bit more pleasurable with a stereo that works. Alright, so we made it down to the Hairpin Turn. This is a nice little couple-hour trip through Florida into Monroe State Forest, and right behind me is the Hairpin Turn. The foliage has passed the peak, but still a beautiful day. And I guess that's it for now, so thanks for watching.